And here we go again. Can you hear the forced enthusiasm in my voice? It's Roman Empire, your friendly neighborhood host, commentator, MC, all that good stuff. And we're back. We're back. We're about to do the high school show. I'm gonna check these messages. And it's late. I'm tired, but I knew I had to continue this story for the people who are watching.
I know we haven't spoken in a long time, but we saw
Oh,
a flyer
boy.
at the grocery store that said you're coming to town for a show.
We'd really like to come see what you do, Denver. And
Stop.
maybe
You're
it'd be
my
our
mom,
chance to put everything
supposedly.
that
Stop
happened
calling me
behind
Denver.
us.
We don't want to make a scene or anything, so if we don't hear back from you, we won't come.
Screw that. I'm going either way, friend.
Honey, we can't do that. Maybe he wants his space.
But giving him his space while we thought he was at school is what got us into the situation to begin with.
Oh,
We
good
should've been
Lord.
watching that kid like a hawk.
How do I delete the message? Damn it! Anyway, if you want to see us at the show, call us back, son.
Or don't. I'm coming either way.
Oh boy. Oh, you have interesting parents. And that math teacher who apparently had those crazy sweat stains is showing up. Or no, well, only if I can get him tickets. Okay. Alright. Let's see what Roxy here has on her messages. I bet it's from like Lita and oh, well, there you go. Old friend and female wrestler you've been trying to hit up. Oh, you're wrestling her. Okay. Alright, alright. The list doesn't really matter right now. Oh boy. Alright. Do we have a podcast to listen to? Probably do, right? Yep. Here we go. Oh boy.
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we cover everything from the world of women's professional wrestling and mixed martial arts.
I mean, these are
As
accurate that
always,
they're
I'm your
doing these
host,
intros
Robin Mayer,
relatively
with
the same, but it just
and
kills a lot of
MMA
time of listening to the same thing
Kid
over
Lasco.
and over again.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Robin.
You're so welcome. Okay, the main topic I'd like to discuss today is the
I sense some
upcoming third
tension.
annual Mae Young Classic tournament. We're only a couple months away, so
Whew.
participants should be announced soon, right?
Well, honestly, it doesn't really matter who's in it, because mark my word, Rhea Ripley is going to win the whole thing this year.
Rhea
I
Ripley
didn't
becomes
hear you
huge,
say that
does
last
not
time.
win
Uh,
the Mae Young
I don't
Classic.
recall.
For those who don't know
in
that particular
2018,
bit of history.
Rhea lost in the semifinals to Io Shirai, who then went on to be defeated by Toni Storm in the finals.
I believe
So if anything, shouldn't Shirai
if they're
be
talking
the
about Io
favorite?
Shirai winning them, I think
guess if
Kairi
you're
Sane is
painting
the
by
one who wins
numbers
this
and-
one.
What? Painting by numbers?
Yeah.
It's all speculation at this point. We don't even know who's in the field yet. There could be
Yeah, I
some
think it's Kairi
dark
Sane.
horse who comes out of nowhere to win the
Right.
whole thing. But as of right now, I can only go off what we do know.
And if you actually think about who's driven to win this thing and who has all the tools to do it, it's Rhea Ripley.
Okay, then please provide some evidence to support that statement.
Pundits don't need evidence.
Oh boy.
I can tell this is going to be another one of those shows.
Yeah, alright. Well, that was a waste of my time. And let's go to this high school show. Changed his look a little bit. I spent a little cash or credit or whatever I had to unlock a bit of clothes and give him a more Red Hood-ish look. Because I was tired of the bootleg Bludgeon Brothers. I almost said Bastion Brothers. That's old. Woo, that takes me back. Shirt. But anyway, for those of you who remember, I mentioned I was going to play a horror game from the guys who did Until Dawn. I'm still going to do it, but apparently they beat me to it. The Game Grumps started playing Man of Medan. That was the game I was going to play. It was going to be a surprise. But since it's already out there, I might as well just mention it. That's the game I'll be playing. And I'll try to do that this week or so. Maybe I'll put it up along with these videos for Halloween and all that, obviously, for the scares and the lulls.
But you haven't talked to them since Calgary, which was like 4 years ago. Maybe it's time you give them another
Wow, they haven't
chance.
spoken in 4 years? It's been 4 years between Calgary and now?
Sorry, I don't need that. Besides, I paid them back their money, so the way I see it, we have nothing to discuss.
Hey, I'm not shelling out an extra 20.
Yeah, this is from 2K19. For those who remember, the BCW is a big part of the story
Hands
mode.
over a wrench, if that counts. Also, were you listening to our entire conversation?
Hey, I get it. We've all got drama in our lives. I mean, look at me. Last year I put on a mask and attacked my former protege Buzz.
Okay, so they're in the indies now a year after the events of 2K19.
Texts for like a year. No one wanted to work with me, and BCW folded. But then I stuck up for Buzz to AJ Styles, and the next thing you know, I'm in Buzz's corner.
She's still wearing your lumberjack shirt. I'm just
and
saying.
Now I'm in the process of
Things are going down.
rebuilding BCW.
That's a lot of very specific information.
Yeah. What's your point?
My point is, I turned chicken crap into chicken salad. And that's
It's a
what I
line from
can
the
do
last
for
game.
you two if you sign exclusive deals with me and become cornerstones of the new BCW.
Oh boy. Oh man. But if it's an exclusive offer. Oh man. He really sucks. And this promotion sucks. If we sign an exclusive deal, we can't get out of it, is what I'm worried about. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. You know what? Screw it. No.
No thanks.
Yeah, we're good.
Your loss. Because FYI, I am this close to getting Cole Quinn on board. Big things are happening.
And apparently he's not getting on board either.
Hey, speak of the handsome devil. Let's go talk.
Whoa, what's happening with his mouth? What was that?
Slow your roll, Greenie.
He got some weird mouth twitches.
I feel like we really dodged a bullet there.
More like a cannonball. That guy's a total nightmare. And here comes
Yeah, I don't think signing up with BCW was a good idea.
Holy crap, is that hothead red? And
Especially
red?
not
Are
exclusively.
you picking up some extra work to make your trailer payments, or is this some kind of prison work release program?
It's just red now. And we're wrestling tonight.
And also, we don't live in trailers. We stay in hotel rooms that have microwaves, which seemed a lot more impressive before I said it.
Wait, you actually became pro wrestlers? And I get to see your uncoordinated
What was that?
bodies flop around this ring
She turned into a chimp for a second there. Whoa, she's still chimping. She's moving very chimp-like.
I'm an elite MMA competitor.
Who are you
Now,
looking
I heard
at?
The American hero Brooklyn Von Braun is undefeated.
More like American Zero.
What's that?
Nothing.
You realize Kurt Angle's already known as the American hero, right? You probably should ask him for permission to use his nickname like Ronda Rousey did with Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, that was shoehorned in.
Never heard of him. If anything, he should ask me permission to use my name since I'm way more famous. I'll chat with my lawyer about it. Thanks for the heads up.
Why
You're
are
an
you
idiot.
Here? You're obviously not a pro wrestling fan.
No.
Even if you weren't a pro
It's
wrestling fan, he's an
ceremony after your
Olympian.
stupid show
Like,
to rename the gym in my honor.
there are ways you would have known he's famous.
It wasn't. I actually wanted it bigger.
Couldn't you have picked any other night to do this?
Do you think I chose
Oh
to
boy,
share my
this is going
professional
on
life
real
with a
long.
Professional wrestling event? Like eating a giant bowl of
I might be extending these episodes a little bit just so we get a bit further in the story with each episode because I feel like I'm lagging behind a little bit.
How much longer would it have taken to
Some of that's
see
my
their
fault
ability?
from
told you, I'm
having to
busy.
restart matches and
Every
things
second
like that,
counts.
which only happened
Already
once I
wasted
think.
way
But
too much time talking
some
to
of it is
my
also
friends.
because I'm trying
I'll
to
have you know, we've
go through all the
wrestled
messages
several
and
carnivals
the
our employees are some of the
podcasts
finest
and stuff
people
like that,
around.
which I'm sure some
Other
people
than
aren't
that,
doing at all and
two
they're just going
people
straight to the
operated
story.
bit
But
me when I asked him what time
you
it
know,
was. There's
I'm
always
trying to give
something.
every angle here.
Cool story.
So we'll see.
Looking forward to seeing
But
you tap
I
against
might go a
Ray
little longer,
Red.
depending.
You know, just like old times.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You could kill someone with that.
I know.
Literally,
that's
yeah,
the
for
point.
sure.
Don't let her get under your skin and ruin our night. We'll do our thing, and then she can do her stupid gym dedication. It'll be totally separate. I'm sure we won't even notice her.
Except she's probably going to call you out and say a bunch of insulting things. I'm really, really thinking I probably did dodge a bullet not signing with BCW. Because if you sign an exclusive deal and then somebody else comes along, like let's say NXT or somebody who actually is impressive and they want to sign you, then legally you're screwed because if you try to do that, it's a whole rigmarole. So yeah, I think not signing with BCW exclusively is probably the best thing you can do, especially if you know the events of the last game and how well that went. But yeah, so I guess we're a year ahead of the last year's events already with what happened in 2K19. So, okay. Fair enough. I'm not. To be honest, the fact that you know you're already in the Hall of Fame doesn't make it enticing to know what their history is, because there's no. You just assume they have a future that does well enough that you get into the Hall of Fame. So it kind of cuts a lot of the tension out. There's the new look. I still don't know where they're getting those lights from, because they don't have any setup in these rafters. Using the Roman Reigns logo there for the instead of the Batman symbol. The red bat logo. Which kind of fits, because you can get an R, an N, and an M out of that thing if you look for it. Oh boy. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, Man of Medan was the game I was going to play. I'm still going to play it. I was going to surprise you guys with it because why not? I didn't think anybody was going to be playing it, but then I forgot that Game Grumps does School Grumps every October. It just sort of slipped my mind. Oh, that's a lot of clippage in the knee I just saw there. So, but that's, I mean, it's no big deal. It's not like we have a ton of audience overlap that I'm too worried about. I am the BCW. They are the WWE, if you want to put it that way. Put in that metaphor. But what I was going to say is I'll probably try and upload it alongside, because these videos will still probably be continuing. I will still probably have plenty of the story to go. So the easiest way to get both done, rather than waiting until I finish this story, because I have no idea how long that could take, is to release them on the same days. I'll release them a couple hours apart, maybe like 4 or 6 hours apart. I don't know. One in the beginning of the day, one in the middle, something like that. Or maybe I'll release them at the same time, because different people I know watch the different types of videos. I know there's a set that watches the wrestling style stuff more, and there's a set that watches the Hitman style stuff and the other games that I'm playing, which currently is just Hitman, but will be horror games and the like. So hopefully I'll figure out a system for that. But my videos will probably be, because it's just me, I'll probably be like half hour to 45 minutes a piece. Those games tend to have a lot of content in them, because it's like playing a big long narrative movie style thing. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna turn all the lights off. Like I said before, I'm gonna do this at night. I'm gonna do as much as I can to get into the atmosphere, which is a big deal for me, because I normally hate scary games. So I normally play them during the day. Like this company's games, I like a lot, so I play them during the day. And I enjoy them, but they still get me from time to time. But I'm gonna go in, gonna dive in the deep end. Boy. I just finished an amazing game called The Outer Worlds, which you've probably seen a lot of videos for on YouTube, and has been getting a lot of good reviews and all that. I just finished the story, and I got like the best possible ending, and it was an amazing experience. I did every mission, side and main, and now I'm playing this. So you can hear the withdrawal, the crash after the sugar high, if you will. I've upgraded the stats. We're in the 66s now. Still nowhere near professional wrestler in the game status. Just very low, but oh man, I haven't played this in a while. But it's better, and we got better skills and better paybacks and stuff. I did figure out how to do possum pins, things like that. I still haven't figured out how to climb the ladder. Ooh, what was that? It's like whiplash on the ropes there. It turned to rubber. But I figured out, I think climbing the ladder is just the regular climb the turnbuckle button, which is... Oh! The bumper. I forgot I had that move. Like I said, I've been playing in days. Because any reason I have not to play this game and play other games that I got. That's what I've been doing. Thing is, like, stuff like Outer Worlds, I have seen videos on online, but it's the way I play those kinds of games are so like meticulous and looking for loot and looking for all the side missions, looking for all the corners I can go to, and it's very exploratory, and that's not really conducive to a Let's Play. It's really boring to watch, in my opinion. I'm sure there's people who love it, but I feel like it needs to be more dynamic. You need to be actually out doing more things, and I also play characters who tend to be heavily reliant on persuasion and intimidation and lying and stuff like that, and social skills. So half the stuff that you could do, I talk my way into just getting the reward for it and or skipping all the combat. So that's not really as interesting to watch. I do speak the dialogue out loud sometimes just to get a feel for it. From my end, I mean, not the characters. They obviously have audio. But from my character's perspective, which could be interesting, I guess, for a playthrough. But like I said, I don't feel like it's the best choice for a Let's Play. So that being said, I'm sticking with games like more cinematic games like Man of Medan, wrestling games, more combat and action games. I'm gonna try and find more games, but I'm going broke here, people. I spent a lot of money on games recently to try and find stuff for the channel, and for myself, obviously. And I'm trying to stay above that bank balance. You know what I mean? So I can't spend too much more than I already have. Whoa, you're hung up on the ropes, buddy. But I think it'll be fun. The ones I did get, at least. And who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I will play those games. For funsies and for your entertainments. And yes, MFW is still trying to figure out how to get back into that. It's difficult once you've taken a break from it to just jump right in. So you gotta go back and review the storylines and stuff like that. So, I mean, if anybody's super clamoring for it, please let me know. Tell me in the comments or message me or whatever. Like, please be vocal about it, because if I don't hear anything about it, I'm just gonna assume that people are cool with me doing other things instead and taking a break from it for as long as I have. But I don't want to deprive you if that's what you guys are waiting for. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully I'm not like upsetting anyone with how long I've been taking away from it. But it takes a lot more work to do MFW videos than it does to some of these other videos. So it requires a lot more of my energy and my focus, and you might still hear a bit of the gravel in my voice because I'm still occasionally having coughing fits, and I'm like, you know, you get that kind of sick, and it takes forever. You get a virus like that, it takes forever to really fully get it out of your system, and that is currently my problem. No, it was supposed to be a pin. Oh, I used the pin one, but I was facing the wrong way. Oh. God. Shabada. I was trying to use the possum pin, but because I was on my front, it did the attack. Alright, use the comeback. No! Oh, I'm so slow to move around. There we go. Got it. Come on, come back. Come back. Woo! Did it. I pooped. That was not the right place for that arm to go. That's the first time I've done a taunt in this entire story mode. Oh boy, that doesn't bode well. I keep getting reversed. Get off me. Another pin. Just end this match. I don't care. I want to move on. Gotcha. Not even a finisher. Oh boy. I don't care how many stars I got. I just care that I finally won a match with Goober T over here. With Gooberg. Oh man. Finally. Legitimately won a match. Besides the Jerry Lawler one. No cutscene jobbing or anything. Just a big win. He's getting better. This bodes well. Granted, it's BCW. Granted, it is the Indies version of the minor league. Like, it's even lower than minor league. But a win is a win, and it was a clean win. And he didn't trip over anything, or get his tongue stuck to a barricade, or have a dance-off with a spare rib. He just had a legitimate match. This bodes well. I'm going to sip some fruit punch right here. As my throat is getting dry. Her elbow joints look so janky there. She has like polygonal biceps. What is going on there? She has a very chimp-like face. I don't know what is going on with that. that Planet of the Apes face going on. And now I'm gonna assume facing Brooklyn Von Braun as Rox, aka Red here. Now my wonder here is what I'm worried about is now, because she has this rivalry with Brooklyn. She may not be facing Brooklyn. That's right, she's facing Josie Jane or whatever. That's right, because Brooklyn's gonna do that dedication to the gym or whatever the hell's going on. Not sure what's going to happen with that, but I'm sure she's going to call up some memories that embarrassed you both or whatever, and that's going to spark some sort of incident. I've been wrong about some of my predictions, obviously. I thought for sure you were going to get jobbed up by a cutscene with the Jerry Lawler incident, but you won. That was beyond my expectations. I thought the spare rib was going to get involved in that. Didn't. He did at the end, but he didn't get involved in the actual match. She kind of looks like Candice LeRae. They took like her model and then just like made her heel Bailey. That's what it looks like. Anyway, just had that weird thought for a minute. It looked like, yeah, somebody gave Bailey's haircut and the Gore and Perkins heel outfit. As you can tell, I'm a fan of that channel as well. And then zebrified it on Candice LeRae's body. Anyway. Yeah, I've been wrong about some of my predictions so far, obviously, but some of them have been pretty bang on. So, I mean, it's pretty predictable writing, unfortunately. Oh, it says get her to red health. There might actually be a Brooklyn Braun screw job here. But yeah, you know, like I said, the writing just sucks. It's not just, oh god. It's not just that it's predictable for the most part. It's just like, it's not believable most of the time that people speak that way. Oh, that's why I couldn't reverse, because I'm in the blocked mode. It's not good. It's just, on so many levels, it's not good. That is the one benefit. Another benefit, there's a few, of being the giant archetype, having the weight advantage, is like, you don't have to actually reverse move sometimes. Sometimes they just can't move you. So it reverses it automatically. That's what that shove was, because I didn't touch anything on that one. Let's do it! Oh my god, that looked like it hurt. For both of them. I think your knees would be wrecked after that. Yeah, I'd definitely reverse that. There's somebody commentating, but I have all the audio pretty low for recording purposes and for video purposes. Oh, just shrugged it off. That was very Braun Strowman looking. Gotta start using taunts more and get my buffs. Get my boofs. Give him the boofs. Boof slam. Boof stomps. Gotta hit him with the boofy splash. Yeah, I haven't done that butt splash yet. I want to see how effective it is damage-wise. Ow! Perform a standing strike while Josie's in the ring. Okay, some nonsense is gonna go down. Maybe for once it won't be me getting screwed. Yep, there she is. Knew it. I knew she was going to get involved. You're going to get rolled up.
Excuse me for trying to entertain these people, because you certainly weren't. Red acts so tough, but the moment you get her in a submission hold, she gives up immediately. In fact, she's been tapped more than shoulders.
What does that mean? I knew it. I knew it. She got rolled up. I knew she got rolled up. As soon as the interference was like, she wasn't paying attention, I was like, she's gonna get rolled up.
Just like I knew she would. Now we can move on to the real reason everyone's here. The renaming of the gym in my honor.
Okay, so this girl's supposed to have a temper, Red. So why isn't she immediately leaving the ring and trying to beat the ever-loving crap out of Brooklyn Von Braun for costing her that match? You wrote it into the story. The name she got, Red, is given to her because she sees red when she gets angry, and it all goes it becomes a blur, and she goes crazy, and she just savages everything in her path. That's supposedly why she has that name. But all we've seen so far is that when she gets angry, she makes super elaborate, unrealistic scenarios as insults, and then does nothing. So, how those things don't coincide. She would have a nickname like Crazy, or she would have a nickname like Mouthy, or Chatterbox, or something weird. She wouldn't be Red.
Records here as the captain of the otherwise all-male wrestling team. I qualified for states here. I dominated gym class dodgeball here. I won prom and homecoming.
Can we embarrass her? Are we gonna embarrass her? Is that what's gonna happen, or are we just gonna sit back and watch and do nothing?
The banner actually isn't that bad. I was expecting something more obnoxious.
I know, me too.
So that's why it's my pleasure to officially christen this the Brooklyn Von Braun Gymnasium for Athletic Excellence.
That line delivery sucked.
Isn't it amazing? I want to thank the school board for cutting the music program to help fund this. Totally worth it.
I'm confused. Did she go to space before or after she was Pope?
I think I'm gonna throw up.
What? I didn't see any Pope on there.
If you can.
Oh, it's a statue, or it's a prom queen thing. But I saw no Pope up there. Oh. So they didn't even get her payback for it. This woman who supposedly has massive temper issues does nothing after she gets loses the match because of this, and then does nothing to ruin her big moment. She just sort of like sits back and is totally calm and rational about it. Meanwhile, the only time we've seen somebody sort of lose their temper in a way that was problematic was doing a potentially career-ending in Memphis match, and it was Trey. So there's inconsistencies here.
I can't believe we got totally upstaged and embarrassed by Brooklyn.
Why are you angry now? You've had all this time.
We've come a long way, but it still feels like we're the same losers who used to sit at this table.
You were totally calm back when the ceremony was going on, which was way before this.
Show up and make a scene. Hey, I was thinking maybe I should try to track down my real parents. They sent that letter back in high school, so maybe there's still hope with that.
I knew it. It was a terrible animation, but the reason they focused on her was because, yep, she wrote it. She wrote it. I'm telling you, she wrote it.
Anyway.
It's an Orlando number. Take it.
I'm telling you.
Hello? Hi,
this is like anime twist, where like 9 out of 10 anime twists, you know it from the beginning. Like, I'm the villain. Of course you were the villain. You were acting villainous, and you look like the hero friend, except you're wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah, that was the same night he put my friend in a diaper.
What?
Never mind, had to be there.
Anyways, the reason I'm calling is to see if you'd like to compete in the 3rd annual Mae Young Classic.
What?
Okay.
Hello, are you there? Hello?
I'm here, and I'm in for the Mae Young Classic.
Great, we'll be in touch soon with travel arrangements, and congratulations. Being included in this tournament is a huge accomplishment.
Thank you.
Who was she talking to? I wasn't even paying attention. But their line delivery is so flat.
Are you serious? Maybe this night wasn't so bad after all.
I know! After I missed out on the first Mae Young Classic and
oh, I knew it.
last year,
She gets to for the Mae Young Classic. Nobody's talking to you.
And I'm not going to settle for just being included. I'm gonna win the whole damn thing.
Oh, I know you will.
And because you didn't sign with BCW, she doesn't have to worry if they offer her a contract. See? Thinking with my head. That sounded me tapping my temples.
I mean, what size rocks are we talking?
I meant her face on the sign coming into town.
Oh.
It's also keeping me awake when I poke myself like that.
Hey, what did you want to tell me about the letter?
Now she's not gonna say it.
Oh. Never mind. It's not important. Besides, there's a sign that needs vandalizing, remember?
I'm telling you, they've totally telegraphed it. She wrote the letter.
Great idea. I'll meet you at the
His parents never wrote it. She's trying to motivate him. She's been lying to him all this time.
That's a shock. He's always wanted to meet his birth parents, and now that we know what happened, what are we gonna say when he asks about them?
I really don't think he can handle the truth.
So they did know.
Do you?
Whoa! No. Where did that come from?
Oh, it would crush him. But
this is what I'm talking. Like, this game goes from like ridiculous comedy and gooberiness to suddenly trying to lay in this super deep, tragic backstory.
I wish there was a way to keep his hope alive, but not hurt him.
So I guess she overheard. Apparently they didn't notice her in the room at all. And then she went and wrote this letter as like her way to patch this up.
Why didn't they want to be my parents? The truth is we did.
Why is she reading the letter she's writing out loud?
The hardest decision of our lives because we didn't feel we
She's alone writing it. Why would she read it out loud?
And that life is one
while writing it. It's one thing if she finished writing it and then read it out loud to see how it sounded. But she's reading it aloud as she's writing it.
We'll find you someday. Love always, Mom and Dad.
Why would you put the "we'll find you someday" thing
Please,
if you knew they were
tell
dead?
More secret about the letter. It's not going to help anything.
There's a whole lot of logic holes in this whole thing, but again, why would you put in this supposedly tragic backstory
Yeah, sorry.
in the middle of all this goobery comedy? Like you,
Let's do this.
there's a way to do comedy with, you know, drama and backstory that works. There's a way to do that. This isn't it. You can't slingshot between super goober and the tonal shift doesn't work. They're like, look at movies where they have stuff like that, where there's comedy laced in with like a very serious or dramatic story, and the comedy isn't like they don't do that because it jars significantly.
Take that.
Okay, so the scream is them messing with a billboard. Okay. We're at the 30-minute mark.
Take that, Brooklyn. Boom.
I don't think, based on the way that went, I don't think I'm going to be able to go too long. What we'll do is we'll read the messages. We'll listen to a podcast that might be out there. And then we'll have to save the rest for the next episode because I don't know how long the cutscenes will be, how long the matches are going to be, but it's, oh boy.
Take that.
Hey, bro. Good match up there tonight. Just wanted to let you know that I think you and your friend made the right call, not signing with Baron. In the long run, it's gonna save you a lot of headaches and money. Oh, speaking of saving money, I just happen to be selling 2 slightly used jet skis for a price that will
He's been trying to sell those jet skis since the last game.
Because yours sucks when they're on a jet ski. Anyway, let me know if you're in, and I'll even deliver them to you, no extra cost.
Take that.
On a trailer. Not like I'd show up driving them on the water.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you live near a dock, then...
Oh, this is a long message.
We'll figure that out later.
Take that, Brooklyn.
Oh, one more thing. I just started a podcast with Buzz. You know, my super successful WWE superstar.
Yes. I know, which means we're probably going to have a podcast from them.
Check out the pod while you're working out your bod. That's a catchphrase for the show that we've been workshopping.
Oh.
Honestly, I think we nailed
Oh,
it.
I'm in physical pain.
Later.
Yeah, alright, okay.
Take that, Brooklyn. Boom.
Totally forgot. Still owe you a dinner from back in Calgary. Maybe next time? Wait a minute, so now all of a sudden she's talking to you? You win one match with Cole Quinn? It's not even a big name. You win one match. It's been 4 years. And suddenly she's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I stole your dinner. You want to hang out? So she loses the match. Or no, she wins. By roll-up. So it's not even like she's in the dumps or anything. Like she won. But it's like, oh, I see you can actually like not trip over the ropes. And you're not taunting like a goober. Let's go have dinner. What? I guess you got your math teacher tickets.
Well, we never heard back from you about coming to your show, so I think we got the message loud and clear that you don't want us around. Or at least I did.
Take that.
I had to practically restrain your mother from going down to the high school.
Yeah.
Anyway, if space was what you wanted, well, you got it.
Take that,
We won't bother you
Brooklyn.
anymore. But the door will always be open if you want to work.
God, he's such a mope. He's making me feel bad for him, even though.
So,
Bye
for now.
I didn't even listen to the rest of that. I feel bad now because I didn't even let the voiceover finish. Whatever. All right. Wow, she's got a lot more messages than you. As usual.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that's a lot. Okay.
Blade here. Just wanted to let you know my BCW contract offer
Take
still
that,
stands.
Brooklyn.
Still not signing.
We might have to come down a bit on your pay, considering you lost tonight. But don't worry, I'll
What a
still
douche.
take care of you and your friend. Oh, and I hope you don't mind, but I gave your number to that Brooklyn Von Braun.
Why would you?
Nice girl.
Oh God.
Call me back when you're ready to make the best decision of your life.
Never calling you again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sarah Amato. Okay, so Sarah Amato was the one who was calling you. Okay.
Take that, Brooklyn. Boom.
Crap. I hope I didn't spoil. That's very Xbox. Hope you're not mad. Gotta take the one however I can.
I really rocked her with that one.
Okay, Megan. I don't know who Megan is, but all right.
Hey, got your number from
Oh,
some
good lord.
creepy old guy at the event. I think he said his name was Baron Blaze. Doesn't matter. I just wanted to say it was so great reconnecting with you two tonight. I thought we'd have a chance to catch up some more after my speech, but I couldn't find you anywhere. Maybe you were at the school counselor's office getting some
Such a
therapy after your
stereotypical mean
loss.
girl.
And by the way, did I distract you? My bad. Anyway, I'd invite you to come to, one of my fights, but I really don't think you can
This is
afford
so
it.
painful.
I mean, I'd give you free tickets, but A, I don't like you, and B, you probably just sell them for a lifetime supply of cheese puffs or whatever poor people food you're surviving on these days.
You're from the
So,
same
I'll see you
town.
in Vegas for my next fight. We'll be in touch, hothead.
What? You became an MMA fighter and you're like, oh, I don't know what poor people eat. You were poor. You came from a poor town.
I really rocked her with that one.
I mean, I don't know for a fact that it's a poor town, but it looks like it's a poor town.
Take that.
Okay, I knew it. Buzz and Cole show. As soon as it was mentioned.
Welcome back to the inaugural episode of the Buzz and Cole Show. I am one of your hosts, WWE superstar Buzz, and
Not technically inaugural. You had one already.
co-host on the line now.
Oh no, that was never mind. That was the Hall of Fame episode. Timelines are all wonky.
Hey, yeah, I'm here, and that's still a working title for the show, right? Because I feel like we can do a lot better. Did you get my email with the list of names I came up with?
Oh good lord.
Yeah, I did.
That means he's been saying it's a working title all the way up until the Hall of Fame point.
And let's hash it out now. Oh, that's a good one. Hashing it out. So maybe we get some kind of hash brown sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm not
God,
so sure
this
about
is-
that one. What else you got?
See, this is what I mean. You can't have like these hash brown jokes and all this nonsense, and then just, oh, how can we tell him his parents are dead? What? What?
Like
How
I
can
said,
you do that?
Happy to discuss this off.
Oh, oh boy.
We're on a roll.
Are we?
Okay. How about the Sodcast?
Take that, Brooklyn.
What?
I don't get it.
It's another opportunity for sponsorship from the sod industry.
I kind of figured we'd
That's
cover
so
our
dumb.
careers and wrestling in general.
You would never name a
So,
oh
the
my
name
God.
like that.
You would never
we
name a
have to
podcast after what
talk
you get
about
sponsored
sod.
by. You could say presents
But we'd work it in.
or whatever. This sponsor presents or presented by, but you wouldn't name the actual podcast that unless that's what you're talking
You
about.
know what? Let's worry about this later. Okay, where are you right now anyway?
And just getting to an indie show in the strip mall. We couldn't run here a few months ago because it was being used as a Halloween store. And not all of us can be living the glam.
Oh, Halloween! Look at that topical. It's
Hey,
October.
it's not always
Halloween's coming up.
glamorous,
A couple
okay? On
days.
my last flight, I sat next to Rowan, and he insisted on clipping his toenails.
Ew!
I'm
No!
pretty sure
Why would you
one
do
fell
that?
into my hummus, and I ate it.
Oh no! Oh no! Why would you do that? Oh, why would you even? No, no.
Cole, are you there?
Oh, God. That's not funny. That's disgusting.
Can I pick this up later? And we'll just edit in like a hash brown or sod commercial here.
Oh.
Yeah, see ya.
I really rocked her with that one.
I think that extra 10 minutes that I decided to go here might have actually given me an ulcer.
At some point.
Yeah, I'm done. We're done here. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Take care of your brains, unlike whatever it is I'm doing right now. And I will see you next time. And hopefully we continue this trend of goober being less goober than he was before. I'll see you guys later.